feature, and we are always thankful that you're a part of this with us, part of this show, and the fun that we get to have. Nolan Adams is back to return for Clay County. He is right now standing on his own 13. He's got Soto and Smith on the two sides of him. As Jackson Stewart gets ready to kick this one off, and the Coalition kickoff is away. Adams will field it at just shy of the 20, waiting for his blockers to get ahead of him. Cuts back up right up the middle of the field. Has a little bit of room, breaks free off the tackle by Martin Freeman. Bounces off a couple more, and finally, Cade Perry brings him down, but a great field position start for Clay County as they are at the Westmoreland 48.
It wasn't a great run. Kickoff return right there by Adams, too, as he broke a couple of tackles with his legs, doing the juke move, and then a stiff arm to end it off. So right now, Clay County got good field position. Let's see how it goes.
Starting at their own 48-yard line. Across the D-line, you got Ryland Stats in the middle, Colton Sizemore and Carson Borders. Linebackers, you got Kelleher and Lilly. Secondary is White, Martin, and Forsman. Safeties, of course, are the two Perrys, Cade and Cooper. Snap to the quarterback is taking it, handoff inside, goes to number 23, Soto. And nothing doing there. As the quarterback is number 12. I think I had the wrong number early on the Adams, but it's number 12, Nate Adams. I may have said Reese Adams earlier. I'm not sure which one I said, but it's Nate Adams at quarterback.
That's a good tackle right there by Forsman. An interesting defensive package by the Eagles. They usually go with the 5-3 package right there. They drop Martin back into coverage.
And so it is no gain on the play as Nate Adams gets ready to get the next play on their way. He is in the shotgun. Everything sounds like Clay County is going to look to get the ball up in the air quite a bit. We'll see what Nate Adams decides to do here. There's the snap. This one's going to hand off inside. That is to Soto once again. He is met by number 37, Andy Duffer, after a gain of 4 yards for the Bulldogs, making 3rd and 6.
So it looks like this is going to be the strategy by Coach Harris's team is instead of stacking 5 on that line, Coach, they're going to stack 4 and drop 1 back into coverage like a middle linebacker would play.
And so you see Clay County looking to run, and everything I had heard about beforehand is they are pass first, run second.
They are.
And so right now they have run 2 plays on the ground so far. And we'll see in 3rd down and medium what they like to do is they have 3 receivers wide to the right. Adams has Soto right beside him. There's the snap. Fakes it to Soto, gonna run it out. Ball is loose on the field. It is recovered by Kelleher. They're gonna call it a fumble.
It is a fumble.
Coming forward. It was almost a Tom Brady empty hand. But they're gonna call it fumble and turnover recovered by Nathan Kelleher for the Eagles.
That's great right there for the Eagles. No one hit him. He was in his throwing motion. It just looked like the ball came out on the throwing motion. Duffer never touched him.
Duffer was chasing him, but never touched him, and the ball looked like it came out. I didn't know if they would call his hand going forward. They said it came out beforehand. Fumble recovered by the Eagles. 1st and 10 on Clay County's 48 now. As Cade Perry will be under center. He's got Sizemore and White behind him in the I formation. There's the snap. Ball goes to White. White tries to plow right through the middle of the line. Not a whole lot there, but he'll get 2.
So last week against Macon County, the Eagles had a false start on their opening play. The quarterback actually had to come out for the opening play, so that resulted in a 2-yard loss in the opening play. But this is definitely a way better start of things for the Eagles.
Absolutely. 10 minutes to go in this opening quarter, and already a plus momentum play for the Eagles on the fumble recovery. Offensive line goes Kurd, Graves, Morris, Borders, Milby. As Cade Perry goes under center in the wing T formation. Offense going to move over to the side. Nathan Kelleher goes left to right. Cade back under center, sends Martin into motion, takes a snap, fakes it to Martin. Rolling towards the right, has Sizemore, complete. And he will get to the 40. Ball comes out. Did he recover it in bounds?
They're going to say he was down by contact, though.
They're going to say he was down first. A good call in favor of the Eagles. And is now 3rd and 2 after the, we'll call it 6-yard reception for Sizemore. And you see the Eagles looking to go a little bit in the air more than predicted, whereas Clay County was trying to be more on the ground. A little more of that chess match here today, Luke.
These 2 teams know each other very well.
So 3rd and 2 on the Clay County 40. Andy Duffer had checked in. He's going to be at the fullback spot. You got Duffer and Sizemore with White behind him and kind of a diamond. There's the snap, goes to White. White's going to push it forward, and he's going to advance all the way to the 36-yard line, and that'll be enough for an F&M Bank first down for your Eagles. I was a little worried that he actually outran Sizemore and Duffer on that one, that he may have outrun his blockers, but White got the first down anyway.
He was. That's a good job by White right there to keep the legs moving right there whenever Clay County, I think they initially had him, touched him first right around the line of scrimmage, but he was able to keep the legs turning for a first down.
So the first F&M Bank first down for the Eagles, and that is a lot better than it was last week, and some advancement as Cade Perry now in the shotgun. Colton Sizemore right next to him. Sends Martin in motion. Cade's going to fake the Martin, keep it, go right up the middle of this big hole. 20, 15, 10, 5, foot race to the goal line. He's in! That is a trifecta Nazarene touchdown for your Westmoreland Eagles and Cade Perry.
What a great decision right there by Cade Perry. He showed no hesitation whatsoever. He saw the hole, he picked where he was going to run it, and he never looked back.
That touchdown is also the William Stiles Country Financial first score of the game for your Eagles with 8:04 left to go in the first quarter of play. Jackson Stewart getting ready to kick this point after attempt. Great start here for the Eagles at this point. A fumble recovery by Kelleher, and then a 35-yard run for senior quarterback Cade Perry. As Stewart prepares for the point after. Cade Perry to hold. Snap, set, kick on the way, and it is good. With that, your Eagles take a 7-0 lead. Don't go away on WHINradio.com. As the Eagles get ready to kick this one off, Jackson Stewart will be ready to kick this one away. Once again, that right hash is there, sorting things out. Want to remind you, we'll wait. I'll get the full read in here after this kickoff for William Stiles and Country Financial. Since that was our first score of the game, we're going to make sure we give them their appropriate love. As Stewart ready to kick this one away. 8:04 to go. Stewart kicks it, line drive to that left side. It's going to go over their heads, 10 to 5. It's going to come just short of the goal line at about the 2. The Eagles chasing him back in the backfield, and he's going to be out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. That is Soto with the return. What a great kickoff.
What a great kick, and it rolled. I think it was right around the 2-yard line. And Clay County thought it was going to go in the end zone for a touchback, so we had to run back onto it. And great field position right here has the Eagles having backed up deep in their own territory.
Right, the Eagles doing well, and I want to remind you, William Stiles with Country Financial is your insurance agent in Hendersonville and Sumner County. William and his team bring you the Eagles' first score of the game. Let William and Country Financial help prepare for your future with insurance protection to achieve your financial goals. William Stiles is proud to sponsor Sumner County High School sports on WHIN. And they are a big fan of that first touchdown run by Cade Perry. Nate Adams now in his end zone, takes a snap, hands off to Soto. Soto tries to find a hole, not a whole lot there, as he is taken down by Duffer and Sizemore. Gain of maybe a yard.
That was a great play right there by Duffer and Sizemore working together. Sizemore just dove straight at the pile, took out the center's legs, and basically created a wall right there that allowed Duffer to get in the backfield and make the tackle.
So they had a flag down, they waved it off. I guess it was a mistake of some sort. I'm not sure what that was all about. But so it should be second down. There we go. So no gain on the play. Still on the 7-yard line, maybe a yard. The down marker guy it's first game for everybody. We're all trying to get back into it. As Nate Adams has Soto take a step to his left. Hands off to Soto, trying to get out wide. He does break free of Cade Perry. Cooper Perry now trying to chase him and push him out of bounds. And he'll get it, check him out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of Clay County. And Clay County is out of the shadow of their own end zone now.
And that was the first time the Eagles really stacked in their defensive line and compacted them together on this drive. And Clay County bit them right there with a beautiful play call, with a sweep going outside. There was 2 Eagles out there, and both of them were blocked by a wide receiver.
So it is a new set of downs and first down for Clay County. Nate Adams in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Soto takes a step up once again. There's the snap. Adams rolling towards his right. Cuts back upfield. Has a man. He's going to throw it over the head of his receivers. Number 20, Waylon Cherry, defended by Daniel Forsman.
Great coverage right there by Forsman. They was all locked up. The pressure was beginning to break through, and he had to throw it away right there. So second down and long is right what you want right here, Coach Combs, kind of that midfield area.
Absolutely, and this is kind of the same boat that Clay County was in before. Almost the exact same starting spot here right at around the 48, 50-yard marker, which led to the fumble recovery by the Eagles, which, of course, was the 4th live ball turnover in 2 games for Westmoreland at this point. Nate Adams ready to take snap. He takes it. Adams rolling to his left, throws it short, and it's going to fall incomplete to Reese Adams. And you see Clay County right now feel like they had to do everything quick.
They did. The Eagles rushed 3 guys right there too, Coach Combs. So the Eagles got home right there on the screenplay. It was a bad pass too. It was low.
It was. And once again, Ryland Stats there in the middle of it all with Sizemore and Borders really causing havoc in the backfield. Andy Duffer caused some of that first possession. Sizemore really causing a lot of it this possession. So it's 3rd and 10, 7:17 left to go here in the opening quarter. Your Eagles lead 7-0. Clay County 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left as Nate Adams puts Soto on his left hip. There's the snap. Adams looks back, throws the screen pass to Soto. Has some room to run, some blockers in front of him. Perry's going to push him out. Question is, where do they get him?
I think it's going to be a good spot for the Eagles. Is he going to mark him short, I do believe?
They are going to mark him short. He's going to be at the Eagle 44, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
And this is a no-brainer for the coach of Clay County. I don't know if we have his name, but he's definitely going to go for it right here.
Bruce Lamb.
Bruce Lamb.
Bruce Lamb, the head coach of Clay County. At least the first one listed on this paper, so I'm going to assume that's head coach. Clay County's offense is still out on the field. Once again, they're on the Eagle 44-yard line.
And it'll be interesting to see how the Eagles, what the Eagles debut here on defense, how many men they put up on the line of scrimmage. But it looks like it's only going to be 3 again.
Adams in the shotgun, play clock down to 5. A little bit of motion at Reese Adams goes from left to right. There's the snap. Hands it off to Soto. Soto tries to cut upfield. Kelleher gets him. It depends on the spot.
It's going to be really close.
I think he's short.
I do too. He is short.
Was that Nathan Kelleher again?
It was. What a great tackle right there by Kelleher to stop him right in his tracks. And it was a yard short as we can see the down marker over there.
Nathan Kelleher is trying his best to get this Player of the Game award with a fumble recovery and a tackle to force a turnover on downs. A great start for the senior linebacker, Nathan Kelleher.
And he didn't have much help on that tackle either, Coach.
As it's 7:04 left to go in the opening quarter of play, the Eagles take back over on downs. Scored a touchdown their first possession. Look to see match that again here. Starting on their own 43. Perry in kind of the pistol formation. Duffer slides a little bit left to his right, and there is a flag down.
Looks like the refs counting players. I don't know who's going to be on the Eagles. Too many men breaking out of the huddle. Looks like
they had 12 on the setup of it, so they had too many men out there.
Looks like 18 and 11. I don't know which one of them.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Eagles. And we'll have 1st and 15 now. Looks like it was an interesting formation, too, that we're not going to get to see what happens out of that.
Yeah, maybe they'll debut that play.
I was looking to see what happened out of that one. We'll wait and see. Maybe they'll come up again. As they are in similar formation now, Cade Perry with, that is Lilly and Duffer ahead of him. Ball goes to White, has a crease, tries to jump forward. He'll get to the 41-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play for the senior running back.
So we talked about, penalties that cost them last week, and this is another great situation to talk about it. 1st and 15, it should be 2nd and 7 right now as you're staying ahead of the chains, but now it's 2nd and long.
So we're going to give it 2nd and 12. Ball on the left hash for your Eagles.
Jaden Burns is out there, Coach. He had a great play that kind of kept the Eagles' life in it last week against Macon County.
Great catch. You're absolutely right. As K. Perry goes under center, I formation, sends Martin in motion. Ball's going to toss to White. Toss going to the right side. White breaks through the first line, tries to get past the linebacker, not going to do it. Brought down a good gain of about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
It was a good job by the Eagles out there, too, setting the edge. And he had a blocker, Willie, running in front of him, but Clay County just surrounded the outside of that field and was able to corral him back inside where they had the interior of their defense.
So 3rd and 7.
So we'll see if the Eagles want to put in the air. Has Perry's 1 for 1 on his passes so far as he had a completion to Sizemore in the flats.
Be interesting to see. Forsman is going wide to the left here. They're going to be in tight in the wing T once again this time. Little shotgun look though. Colton Sizemore right beside Perry. Martin goes in motion from right to left. Perry's going to follow him towards his left. Throws across the middle. It's going for White and almost picked off. Threw it a little behind Cooper, and number 12 for Clay County, Nate Adams, almost picked that one off.
And Coach Adams read the pass to White the whole entire time, but he had Forsman about 5 to 7 yards, a little bit beyond the field. And I think if he could have got it 5 to 10 yards beyond Forsman, he would have had Forsman in open space.
So the Eagles will be forced to punt this time around as Jackson Stewart ready to kick this one away, standing on his own 35.
His last kick went all the way down to the 2, but that was the kickoff.
Stewart awaits the snap, and there it is. It's a low snap, pulls it off the ground. Stewart will kick it. It's going to be a short kick, bounce at the 26-yard line. Right in the hands of one of the Adams, and he is tackled. Oh, not quite. Cooper Perry, I thought, had him down. He breaks free of it and will get to the 30-yard line, and that's where Clay County will start their next possession. I'll remind you that even though we didn't get any on this last possession, that F&M Bank is proud to be a Sumner County High School football presenting partner on WHIN. And during this entire season, F&M Bank is proud to again sponsor First Downs. Every time your Eagles gain a first down during the season, it's an F&M Bank first down. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. A proud sponsor of Sumner County High School football on WHIN. Visit them online at myfmbank.com.
And besides the one sweep play outside, the Eagles, they've contained this Clay County offense just 2 or 3 yards per play.
So they are on their own 30. Adams takes the snap, turns around and hands it to Soto. Soto's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. I believe Stats got him first. Sizemore finished him off.
Great player there, Stats, as he broke off of his block and just hugged the runner and allowed for Sizemore to get over there and help him.
So we'll give it a gain of about a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9 still, as we are now under 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Your Eagles lead 7-0 on the 36-yard touchdown run by Cade Perry. Bulldogs in 3 wide formations. They've been pretty much all night long. Adams takes a snap, rolling towards his right, chasing the backfield by Stats, and then well guarded defensively by Matthew Martin. 2 great plays there.
Wonderful play by Matthew Martin. And they've been disguising him all night, Coach Crumbs. They'll put him on the line. They'll have him come out in coverage, and they'll blitz him up. And right there, he stayed back in the coverage. He read it the whole entire time, made a great play. That's as good as a play for a corner can possibly be.
Pass was intended for number 26, Lance Burkett.
So
but how about Ryland Stats getting into the backfield on that one, too, and forcing that pass, that quick pass. The D-line, especially Stats and Sizemore, are having a field day here against the Clay County Bulldogs. Adams takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking right up the middle of the field. Is going to throw it behind his receiver, number 20, Waylon Cherry. And that time you kind of just think that the Eagles didn't get to him, but he's starting to hear the footsteps.
They are, absolutely. And that's the second time he's had a bad pass resulting in a pressure from Westmoreland, because he had a slant route and he had green grass ahead of him, too.
And one of those things, we were talking about our defensive line. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but we're talking about D-line with Stats and Sizemore. Let's not forget Carson Borders. Now, he may not be getting the stats, but he's getting double-teamed every time and taking the 2 big giants. As Clay County will punt this one away. There's a high, short kick going to bounce out of bounds at the Eagle 40. We'll wait and see where they end up spotting this one. But he's taking on a double every time and allowing the other 3 to have to guard Sizemore and Stats, which they haven't been able to do yet.
Yeah, and on that punt right there, they say football is a game of inches. Dylan Blanton was about a fingernail away from blocking that punt. So, first drive for the Eagles, they drove right down the field, and then the great play by Perry, the quarterback keeper, resulted in a long touchdown. Second drive, not so fortunate, as ended in a punt, and now we have a break here in the action.
We're going to have a timeout here on WHINradio.com. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as we're getting ready to set this one right back off again. Once again, that was not a First National Bank timeout. As the ball is going to be faked, Perry's going to fake the pitch again. Ball is a little loose out there. He does hold on to it, and he'll gain 2 yards on the option play.
And even though it is only 2 yards, the other option was hand that to Lilly right up the gut, and Lilly was met in the backfield, Perry once again fooled the defense. And he's been really good at that so far tonight, Coach Combs, just being very decisive with what he's going to do with the football.
He's been very decisive and having a great night so far. Hopefully it's continued as your Eagles lead 7-0 with 3:55 and counting in the first quarter of action. Eagles on their third possession, starting second and 8 now. Perry in the shotgun. Sends White in motion from left to right. Going to fake the White. Perry's going to keep himself, lower his shoulder, and get enough for an F&M Bank first down for the Eagles.
And Cooper White took all the attention of Clay County right there. Perry saw it, kept the ball, and it seemed just the exact same play as Perry scored the touchdown on. He had some green grass ahead. The safeties were able to come up and get him down, though.
So the Eagles are now on the Clay County 47-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Play coming in through Forsman. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Once again, your Eagles lead 7-0. As you mentioned, it was a very similar play to the play where Cade Perry scored earlier this evening. Perry in the shotgun. He's got White right behind him. There's the snap. Going to throw it in the flat to White. White tries to cut up field, tries to get around 3 Clay County defenders. He'll get a couple yards on the play, maybe 3 for the Eagles.
It's going to be a good pick up to stay ahead of the chains. Look like we have a Clay County player down.
A Clay County player is down. We're going to take a break as athletic trainer Rachel Hester and Clay County trainer will be on their way out here to tend to this Clay County Bulldog. Your Eagles lead 7-0 with 2:43 to go in this first quarter on WHINradio.com. Cade sends White into motion. This time is going to keep it again on the fake handoff to White. He'll get out to the 40, a gain of 4 yards for the senior quarterback, and will make it third and manageable, 3rd and 3 for your Westmoreland Eagles.
On my time as manager of the football team, my sophomore year, Coach Perry said at least once every practice, Coach, 3 yards, 4 times equals a first down.
Every time it does. You're absolutely right. So they got 3rd and 3. Daniel Forsman now in. He's going to be the one wide to the left with Cooper White in the slot on this left side.
Looks like Borders had to come back to get the play call.
Perry in the shotgun sends White into motion. There's the snap. This one goes to White. White cuts back upfield early. He's going to dive forward. He's going to be awful close to that line.
I think he's got it, Coach. I think it's going to be a good spot, too.
He cut upfield early in that one. Referee is looking down the sideline for it. And they're going to call for a measurement. We didn't have any of these last week.
We didn't, and I want to take this time to mention, it's still the craziest part of my broadcasting career so far was last year when the chain gang here in the Westmoreland Eagles actually got thrown out of the game. Remember that?
I do remember that one.
That was by far the craziest thing that I had ever saw.
That was something else. You're absolutely right. And while this check is coming in, don't forget to check on watching your Eagles on NCTV. Westmoreland football you can see on NCTV channel 97. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. and Sundays at 6.
First down.
And that is an F&M Bank first down for your Eagles. About half the football left to spare.
Great job keeping the chains up there by 2 Westmoreland natives, Kyle Rippey and Brandon Farley right there.
You are probably the only person, my 2 color men are the only ones who would know every single first down crew, chain gang that I possibly have. Never fails. All right, so we are 1st and 10 off to the F&M Bank first down run by Cooper White. Kate Perry, the shotgun, got Sizemore beside him. Sends White into motion again. This time he's going to keep it. Makes one man miss, cuts back upfield. Avoids the sack and may have gotten a yard out of play. What an athletic play by Kate Perry.
Yeah, if you would have asked me, that should have been a loss of 8. And you can ask Clay County's defensive coordinators, he's not happy on the sideline either, but great job right there by Kate Perry, keeping the play alive. And even though he didn't get 4 or 5 yards, he got to the line of scrimmage, which is better than a loss of 8.
We're actually going to give him a credit of a gain of a yard. He was looking for his brother Cooper on that one. You could tell, but that defensive lineman got in way too quickly on him for him to be able to get that off. And just a matrix-type move to avoid the tackle.
And barring an incompletion or a play out on the sideline, this is probably the last play of the first quarter as the Eagles lead 7-0.
45 seconds and counting as they're in their little diamond formation. That's Sizemore and Lilly ahead of White. Ball goes to White, following his blockers ahead, pushes his shoulder forward. He'll get to the 32, I believe.
So this will be 3rd and very manageable for the Westmoreland Eagles. Looks
Gain
like
of 5. We'll give it 3rd and 5 after this. And you're absolutely right. Coach Perry can decide if he wants to take this one to the quarter or does he want to try and run one more play if he sees something going well. It looks like he's going to call them in for the quarter break. Your Westmoreland Eagles lead 7-0 here on WHINradio.com.
A couple good completions already as well.
Perry under center, takes a snap, hands it to Sizemore. Sizemore will push ahead. He'll get inside the 30. So a gain of about 3. So it'll be 4th and 2, 3.
Oh, we're going for this right here.
Looks like they're already going for it. They're already up there. Not even sending a receiver in to call the play.
I'd say they called 2 plays at the quarter break.
Perry right under center, takes a snap. They're going to do it quick, hand it off to White. White has a hole on the right side. Trying to get to the 20. He breaks free. 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles!
Hey, that was a great.
Oh, no!
Oh, the infamous yellow flag.
There's a flag
That
down
is not
on
right.
the 34-yard line, and the referee is...
And Coach Chad Perry is not happy, and that's understandably so. It was a great play call. Great setup on his part. It was in between the quarter break right there. It was 3rd and 5. They already knew they were going for it. They had 2 plays called. First one got 2 yards. They rushed back to the line of scrimmage. Got the 4th down play off before they had time to think about it. Great run, great call right there. Cooper got to the end zone, and the yellow flag got us.
So the chop block is the call. He was having to explain to Coach Perry. I don't believe Coach Perry particularly liked the explanation.
He did not agree with it for sure. It was on the backside of the play too. You could argue, does it impact the play or not? I didn't see the blocking question. That's a tough flag right there.
And so going to come on back. Jackson Stewart will be forced to punt now as the ball is all the way back out to the 44-yard line. Jackson going to be standing on the Westmoreland 45. And they're going to fake. Kate Perry has some room to run the left side, going to push for it.
Oh.
They're going to get him down. He got inside the 35, but he needed to get basically to the 25.
This is that game, though. Like I said, taking chances, trying to make something happen. It was a great call. Like I said, he had a crease right there. He had one more man to beat. If he shakes one more guy, he gets the first down for sure right there. Hey, gutsy call. Hey, this is one of those games where you never know what kind of play is going to be the play that wins it. So we're leaving nothing to chance right here. We're going to pull all the stops.
So it is going to be a turnover on downs for your Eagles. 11:22 left to go in the opening half. Eagles lead 7-0 over Clay County. So far, the Eagles defense has been stifling on Clay County, but they have a lot of offensive firepower. You got to make sure you hold them down as long as possible.
They do, and something to take a look at right here. It looks like we've took out a couple of our starters on offense. On defense. Give them a couple snaps off, give them a quick break, and Clay County came out and didn't like what they saw on their first setup run offense, and they burned a timeout.
Clay County is calling their timeout. As you mentioned, I want to remind you that this is the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center.
Aggressive calls offensively for sure. Got to dial up the defense right here. Got to do a little bit better job of getting in the backfield. We were in the backfield all night last week.
Snap to Adams. Adams going to look out to the left side. It's going to be complete and brought down immediately by Cooper White. Gain of 4.
Of course, last week we did a great job of getting pressure by the interior defensive line. This week, not so much, but they got a much better quarterback when it comes to the scramble. Offensively, they run the scramble drill a lot. They just like to get the quarterback out in space, let him create, throw to his backs and receivers. Look like we're doing a good job, though, of keeping him in the pocket, keeping him contained, and forcing him to have to make a tough decision with the football.
So 2nd and 7 after the gain of 3 on the reception to Reese Adams. There's the snap, hands off to Soto inside. Soto has a crease inside before he's met by Andy Duffer. Andy Duffer will pull him backwards. I think he got enough for the first down. If not, he's going to be really close.
Yeah, forward progress can be close. I think he's still going to be about a yard short. We'll take every inch we can get right here. Now notice something to consider right here for the game within the game, Jeff, is we're slowly cycling out one defensive starter at a time. I think that's a smart move. We saw, last week, second week of the season, still hot, still, legs aren't completely underneath you as far as surviving a 4-quarter game. Trying to keep these legs fresh for the 4th quarter. We know this game right here is going to come down to the 4th quarter. So smart move right here on Coach Harris's part. Trying to get every one of his guys a little break every once in a while, but at the same time keeping the best 11 he can out there.
Ball on the 42-yard line. Snap to Adams, turns, hands off Soto. Soto cuts back right up the middle. He is brought down by Martin and looks to be Sizemore. After a sizable gain, we'll call it 7 on the play for Soto. So 2nd and 3 with 9:45 left to go in this opening half of play. Once again, your Eagles leading 7-0, but it's starting to look like Clay County may have found something here.
They found a couple holes in our defense so far. Definitely missing our surefire tackler Hunter Gray. As we said in the open, he's out. He's still out for this week, nursing a knee injury. Others have stepped up and filled the void right here. We got to start getting a better push up front.
Adams puts Soto right on his side. There's the snap, rolling towards his left. Cuts back to the comeback route. It is going to be caught.
He pulled that one off the grass, Coach.
20.
They're going to give it to him. I'd like to see the replay on that one.
Maybe so. I will give him that. Referee was right on
He was right.
that spot.
He was right there, but I'd like to see it again.
And you and I both as coaches, sometimes we just want the referees to be in their spots where they're supposed to be, where you can see it. If that's what
right.
you see.
He was hustling to the spot. I give him credit. I still don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever liked the call a referee makes, so one way or the other.
I'm not a fan part of the time. Here we go now.
All right, here we go. A little bit of fun there. Nate Adams in the shotgun once again. First down, rolling out towards his right, throws it across the middle. This one's going to skip up into the receivers. Incomplete.
That one found the grass for sure. Now, again, the difference in dynamic, I think, Clay County doesn't quite have the weapons that Macon had last week. But again, the quarterback is extremely mobile. He like every snap. It seems like it's designed to get him out in space, get him on the move. Every roll, a lot of rollout pass plays here. We're doing a good job keeping him in the pocket. Coverage guys are where they're supposed to be. We're just not getting that initial push up front to make him have to make a quicker decision. We felt like last week with quarterback Gammons at Macon, we were making him make decisions early. We got to do a little bit better job of getting home right now. It's probably about time to get our starters on defensive line back in there.
Adams takes a snap, looks to hand off. He will on the draw play. Soto's got some room to run, for he is finally brought down at the 30-yard line.
That's the first carry he's had, Jeff, in a little while. Remember, he went out mid first quarter. Seemed like he was nursing a shoulder as he went out. He was the player that went down for a few minutes.
He still looks like he is.
Oh yeah, Yeah. As he's running off here, it looks like he's hanging his arm. That looks like a stinger.
So
He's not moving that right arm at all. So it might be a short night for him.
So they're on the Eagle 29-yard line. Their best, farthest they've walked so far, as Adams rolling towards his right. Duffer going in. They're going to air it out towards the corner. Cade is up there, and it's going to be knocked loose. Great defensive play by Cade Perry on the deflection.
They both tracked the ball perfectly. It was a question of were they going to run into each other or were they both going to catch it? And sure enough, they both about caught it. You can still see on the sideline over there, number 23, Soto for Clay County. He's still nursing that shoulder. You hate to see that for any athlete. He's by far, one of their best, backing receivers. He's one of their more athletic skill guys. You play a good team. You want to get a chance to beat the best they have to offer. So hopefully it's nothing major, and he can get back out here shortly.
2nd and 10, once again on the Eagle 29-yard line. Adams in the shotgun, sends his tight end in motion. Going to hand off inside. That's number 26, Birkin. And a very short gain, if any, for the senior.
Yeah, he just didn't quite have it. Number 26. He looks like he's the one that's in there for the Soto who's injured, and he kind of got that reverse going back up the middle. He just didn't quite have that burst or that quick cut that the starting running back usually has.
So they're not going to give any gain on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 10. 7:38 left to go in this second quarter, excuse me. The receivers wide to the left for Adams. There's the snap, looking over towards his left. Forsman's coming, ball is there. It's going to be knocked loose. Kind of juggled by his top receiver, but knocked loose by Grant Lilly.
That was an interesting play call right there, Jeff. Had 3 receivers split out on the left side, and they all kind of ran some sort of deep post cover routes, and we had one guy coming back in the opposite direction. Thankfully for us, the quarterback didn't see him because he was wide open over the middle. If he'd have looked back against the grain, he had number, I think, 26 for, he could have caught it and ran for days.
So it is 4th and 10. They are deep in Westmoreland territory, and there's no sign of a punter.
Again, we are just not getting that pressure up front that we were getting last week. Their offensive line has done a great job of holding up.
So 4th and 10. Adams going to be in the shotgun. Timeout taken by the Eagles. It is a First National Bank timeout. First National Bank is proud to again be our season-long timeout sponsor. First National Bank has been putting customers first since 1889. Adams sends Burkett into motion from left to right. There's the snap to Adams. Adams is going to look to his right. Cuts back towards the middle. Still looking, going to air it across the middle. Cade Perry is going to be there for the interception. He's going to be pushing it back. He's at the 10, tries to spin back, and he's going to get to the 12-yard line. Cade Perry with the Eagle interception.
Hey, we talked last week in the open and coming into this game too. One of the strengths of our defense is going to be our secondary. We got a lot of depth there. It was a great read by Cade. He saw it from the very beginning. He was reading the quarterback's eyes. The quarterback rolled out to the left just like we said he was going to do. This time he did look to throw back against the grain. He kind of threw into triple coverage. All Cade had to do there was just read the ball and go get it. There was no receiver even in the area expecting the football. The one guy they had on sort of a post route, he still had his back turned.
It's one of those things here, Robin. Would you prefer to just go ahead and hit it to the ground? And that way you would have gained 25 more yards?
Interesting, yeah, because the football analyst there would say, hey, that was really as good as the punt. We're going to throw it deep. If we get it, great. If they intercept it, hey, it's just as good as the punt. And,
Perry sends Martin into motion. Hands off, going back the other way to White. White's going to be met right at that D-line. He might have gotten a yard.
I don't fault Cade for not knocking it down though, because if I'm that guy and I catch an interception that easy, I'm gonna try to run with it for a little while. That was almost like a kickoff.
He did. He was trying for it. He got about 10 yards on the interception return at the same time.
Well, he plays center field on our baseball team. He read that ball like a center fielder and just went and got it.
So it's 2nd and 9. We'll call it now for the Eagles. 6:35 to go in the opening half before we have our Invisible Smiles halftime show. Eagles lead 7-0.
Interesting here, number 23 for Clay County. He is not back on the field. He has not come back. He plays both ways. He got hurt.
Formation. Cooper White trying to one sidestep. Oh, if he get that one sidestep, he would have gone a long way. But I think he might be close to an F&M Bank first down. They're going to put him about the 21. They might be a yard shy. I believe they are.
Actually, Jeff, I'm mistaken. He has come back on the field. He got hurt playing defense, and then he had to come off playing offense. He's back out there now at linebacker. Still seems like as he walks, he's favoring that right shoulder a little bit. It'll be interesting to see kind of how well he holds up in this game. If I'm the offense right here, I'm gonna run something right at him. I'm gonna force him to make plays.
So it's 3rd and 1. 5:45 to go in the opening half. Play clock down to 12. It was a little slow getting in this time. 10 seconds as they break the huddle. Up to the line of scrimmage. Cade Perry under center. And a timeout is taken by the Eagles as they are about to lose have a penalty. We'll take a timeout with them here on WHINradio.com with your Eagles lead 7-0.
But hey, I will say so far tonight, though, the offense has been clicking way better than last week.
Perry takes a snap, hands it off to Grant Lilly. Grant Lilly's going to lower his shoulder, keep running, keep chugging, keep those legs going. He will get about 8 yards on the play. And an F&M Bank first down for the Eagles.
That's that Grant Lilly hard running we like so much. He's jogging to the sideline. Coach said, get your butt back in there. He wants to see some more of that. I want to see some more of that. Let's hand the ball off again.
Ball on the 29-yard line now for your Eagles. 1st and 10.
We're pretty deep at backs and receivers. They get, most of the time they'll get a rep or two, come out and get a break and go back in. After a run like that, Coach Perry's like, son, you get your butt back in there. Let's go.
Well, it looks like White is in the back. He got Smokestack with Sizemore and Lilly ahead of him. Ball goes to White, trying to follow his blockers, and he will get, 4 yards on the play. And it's one of those, he was trying to, looked like run behind Nathan Kelleher more than behind Lilly and Sizemore.
That's right, that's right. I will say, like I said, a sign of a well-coached team or a team that's completely bought in is when you got backs and receivers blocking for other backs and receivers and not just leaving it up to letting the offensive line get you that initial surge and then try to beat your guy one-on-one. It says a whole lot. Right now, we got hats willing to put hats on hats and give whoever's got the ball a chance to get some space.
Absolutely. So we're going to get 5 yards on that run from White. 2nd and 5 on the 34-yard line. I formation, Sizemore in the fullback, White in that all the way halfback. Perry's going to take it. He's going to look to throw across the slant route to Cooper Perry. And it's going to be complete for an F&M Bank first down. And Cade put some zip on that one.
That was that same quick snap, one-step drop, slant route they tried to run last week and got a couple of interference calls. It looks like they're going to hurry up right here. The timing, again, I can't say enough. The timing offensively is way better this week.
Wing T formation, Cooper White in motion. Going to hand the ball off to Sizemore. Sizemore going to push forward. He'll get 4 yards on the play. Depending on the spot, maybe 5 for my favorite little bowling ball.
That's right.
Running down the field.
It looks like they're already bringing the next play. They're trying a little hurry up offense right here. They've called 2 or 3 plays. They're not subbing out. They're
right on it. Perry sends White in motion. There's a snap. White looks forward, tries to come off of one defender, won't get much, might get 2. My question is, was the Clay County guy off the field?
I didn't look like it, but again, it's high school football. I think they might not have been watching that nearly as close as they do on television. I like the tempo here. We're trying to wear this Clay County defense down.
3rd and 3 now. Perry right under center. Sends White in motion again. This ball goes to White once more. White trying to push forward. He's going to fall behind Sizemore and keep those legs churning.
I believe he got it.
To the 49. I think he did. What a run by senior Cooper White.
That was the extra effort after the extra effort that got that first down. Tough, hard run, and you can tell Cooper White is gassed right there. We've got to get him a minute right here, get him a play out. Hey, it was tempo, tempo, tempo. They didn't even go to the huddle 2 of those 4 plays right there. And we got this Clay County defense, a couple of them's on a knee, a couple of them's leaning over. Like, we got them right where we want them right here. We got 2 minutes, 50 seconds, Jeff. We got to put this ball in the end zone, 48 yards out.
And it was an F&M Bank first down on that run. We got White and Sizemore both over here on the side. Lilly is in. Kelleher at tight end. Matthew Martin is in. Looking to see at some of these skill positions who might be getting the ball.
Chance to slow it down
Aaron
right
Freeman
here.
Is going to be wide to the left as well.
Give everybody a chance to catch their breath. Got some fresh legs in there. We might be willing to throw one deep right here.
Perry in the shotgun.
Little chunk play.
He's going to look, but he's got Chase coming behind him. The ball is going to be loose on the field. Tackle from behind is going to be a fumble recovered by Clay County on the sack by the Bulldogs.
He had a couple receivers deep that may have had a step or 2 on the defender. He rolled out. It looked like that backside defensive end come out there and got loose, got off his block, and was able to stick a hand in, knock the ball loose. Never saw that coming.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Clay County. They are on Westmoreland side of the field at the 48-yard line. 2:14 to go. Clay County does have 2 timeouts.
We got a Bower next right here, getting into the halftime 7-0 with a win. Is a win at this point.
Nate Adams in the quarterback, takes a snap, rolling towards his right, looking downfield, is going to be, did he hold on to that?
I do not believe so, but let's see.
Doesn't look like it. No, they didn't, because what a play. I believe it was Daniel Forsman.
It looked like it was Forsman, maybe Matthew Martin as well, both put the hit on him.
What a hit there to dislodge the ball for the Eagles, and for 2nd and 10 now.
Now remember that last year they were really willing to throw it deep at any moment right here, and so don't be surprised if they dial it up right here and take a shot or two downfield.
Even though they tried twice.
Even though they got plenty of time left.
Kate Perry had a hand on both of them. We're interested to see how much more they want to look at that one though, as Nate Adams takes the snap, going to turn around and hand that one off. That is Soto, I believe, as he keeps bouncing forward. It'll be a gain of 7. It is Soto.
He's a tough, hard runner, Jeff. It's taken consistently two or three Eagles every time to bring him down. It takes 1 or 2 to hold him up, and then 1 to finish him off. He's a tough customer.
Absolutely, and especially if you talk about his shoulder, it seems to be bothering him. Obviously, we won't ever know the extent of that one. But 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3, but let's just be real. This is 4-down territory. Don't be surprised they throw it right here.
Adams puts Soto right by his side. There's the snap. Adams looking back. Look as the tight end is going to throw it out of bounds. Guarded well and well scouted by Matthew Barton.
Oh, for sure. Looks like the receiver and the quarterback weren't on the same page. It was a roll out right and going to throw the screen pass back left. We had it well covered. At the same time, I don't think the receiver coming out of the backfield was in a good position to catch the football anyway.
May not have been. I think Matthew Martin was sitting right on top of it.
That's right. He was ready for it. We got 4th and 3 from the 41. They're obviously going to go for it.
Last time on 4th down, they did bomb it to the end zone. And that was when Cade Perry got his interception. Nate Adams in the shotgun. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. He'll put Soto on his left hip. There's the snap. It is low. Adams rolling towards his right. Looks upfield, going to air it out, and he's going to overthrow his receiver by about 3 yards.
He had it right there. That was a tough decision. It was going to be wide open, but he kind of overthrew him by about a step and a half. I'm not sure if he could have tucked it right there and picked up the 1st down.
And so the Eagles are in kind of an interesting spot here on their own 41-yard line. 1 timeout. 1:10 left to go, leading 7-0 over Clay County.
Hey, I'll say this as a
and we get the ball back.
That's right. I'll say this as a compliment to the offense. Like, sometimes week in, week out, right here, you'd say, hey, most teams, if I can get this 1:10 off the clock and get in the halftime with a 7-0 lead, that's a win, considering how competitive his first half has been. But we've thrown the ball well tonight. We've moved the ball well tonight. I'm not sure you don't at least take 1 or 2 shots downfield and you catch lightning here, and we'll have a chance to score.
They're in more wing T formation. White goes in motion, going to hand it off to Sizemore right up the middle. Sizemore to keep pushing forward. Forward progress, I believe, will give him 2 yards on the play.
A little straight ahead run right there, but I don't mean that might be something to set up a pass right here. If I'm going to take 1 shot and try to get a chunk play and get the ball downfield, this is where I do it. It's 2nd and 9, under a minute to play. Take 1 shot right here. You still got a timeout, chance to call a timeout and throw one in the end zone. I'm going to take 1 shot right here if I'm Coach Perry, and then we'll go from there.
Clock at 40 seconds. Cade Perry's in the shotgun. He's got Sizemore on his right. Cooper Perry out wide to the left. He's going to send White in motion. Going to fake the handoff to White, and he's going to be met. Ball is loose. Cooper White's going to fall on it and save it as Cade Perry lost the ball for a 2nd time. This one was recovered by the Eagles.
That was dangerous right there. It looked like they were going to try to run that draw play up the middle with the quarterback. They scored on that in the first half. That was the play they scored on with Cade Perry. Ball got dislodged. Good job, Cooper White, right there pouncing on it. Otherwise, that ball might have been going the other direction.
I expect the Eagles will let this one ride out at this point as we are under 5 seconds. They're on the line of scrimmage. And there's the horn. So at the end of the first half here on WHIN Radio, your Eagles lead 7-0 over the Clay County Bulldogs in what has been an exciting and very physical game of football. Don't go away. We're going to come back on the Invisible Smiles halftime report and talk all about it. And then some other sports conversation as usual here on WHINradio.com. And Clay County will be kicking it off to us here shortly.
This is the first kickoff we saw for Clay County.
It is, and so looking back in the receiving, we've got Aaron Freeman and Daniel Forsman. They're going to be going left to right here on your WHIN radio dials as Clay County prepares to kick this one away. Sumner County Coalition kickoff the 2nd half is away. It's going to be fielded short by Grant Lilly. Lilly trying to run over to that left side, cuts back upfield. He's going to be spun back and brought down. That is the second half kickoff brought to you by the Thunder Prevention Coalition.
Oh, and a penalty. Oh, sorry.
Working to achieve the goal of a substance abuse-free community. And there we go with the coalition kickoff.
Looks like an unsportsmanlike penalty. That's going to go against Clay County as someone got in a heated altercation. Ethan Graves, I think some words of ill repute might have been said.
So it was thrown, and kind of the odd thing was it was someone from a little further away. My interesting thing was I'm a little, as going to call it a personal foul, that I'm thankful that we have people coming to be officials. And it looks like the one that's here in the background is kind of, he looks like a younger guy. I don't know how experienced he is in new in doing this, but another referee came in and said, you're not going to be able to do that here, and taking care of that here, and teaching.
And it's always a huge question in high school sports is the officiating. But I'll tell you, Coach Combs, I have nothing but good to say for the two crews that we've had so far.
So far, so good. I absolutely agree. I may not like that chop block call, but besides that, it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their own 47 now after the advancement on the penalty. Eagles were going a little bit of a hurry up there at the end of the second quarter, see if they want to continue that as they put Cooper White in motion, and two are going to be moving. It's going to be a legal procedure. It looked like this right side started to inch forward just a hair before that snap.
It was. They were ready to come out of the gate, and that's a drive killer right there, Coach Combs. A false start.
So a false start is going to push it back 5 yards to start with, so it'll be 1st and 15. We've had one kickoff and 2 penalties here so far, and technically not a snap yet.
And we'll see how Clay County is. I think at one point last week against Macon, we counted 9 or 10 Tigers in the box. Clay County's definitely given Westmoreland some more respect in that regard.
Motion for the Eagles as Cade hands it off to Cooper White. Cooper White trying to get inside that right tackle, and he's going to be tackled and pushed backwards after a gain of about 1. And they really are zoning in on Cooper White, it looks like. Cooper has not been able to break free yet besides the play that got called back.
Yeah, they're so zoned in on him, which has allowed Cade Perry to have some of those quarterback keepers whenever they fake it to White.
Absolutely. So it'll be 2nd, and we're going to call it, we're going to stay at 15. We give no gain on that one for Westmoreland. Wing T formation for the Eagles. White goes in motion, hands it to White. White tries to get around that left side, finally finds a little bit of room, pushing forward, dragging Clay County defenders with him. He's going to be brought down to the 45-yard line and making it 3rd and manageable for the Eagles. It's going to be 3rd and 2 on the Clay County side of the 50.
And when you're running downfield and you have Carson Borders in front of you, just laying into guys, that's an easy wall to run behind, Coach Combs.
3rd and 2. Perry takes it, snap, hands off to White. White tries to cut it field. He'll hurdle 1, push ahead to the 40, and that's going to be enough for an F&M Bank first down for your Eagles. Surviving the penalty, and that was one thing the Eagles could not do last week, and already are successful here on this drive, starting the second half.
You're completely right about that. Nathan Kelleher, I believe that was Grant Lilly on the outside. They made that play pause right there, setting up exactly how the play was designed, Coach Combs, to hit the hole right in between the receivers and the outside of the numbers, and F&M Bank first down.
So Cooper Perry is wide, way out to the left, all the way to the numbers as the ball is on the right hash. I formation for the Eagles. Takes snap, fakes it to Sizemore, pitches it to Aaron Freeman. Freeman trying to get around that right side, and a flag is going to be down for a hold on the Eagles.
Yeah, that's coming back on Ethan Groves. You can see that one from here, and that was just an unforced penalty. He had the edge, and that's going to set him back another 10. Coach comes in once again, instead of having that 1st and 7 or 2nd and 7 and 2nd and 5 to go stay ahead of the chain. It's going to be 1st and 20 now.
It is 1st and 20. The ball is now going to be sitting right on the 50. For your Eagles, 10:08 to go. Once again, your Eagles lead 7-0. A touchdown the first possession for the Eagles, and there hasn't been any scoring since between either team.
So the Eagles might have to put this one in the air to try and get this first down.
Cade in the shotgun. He's got Colton Sizemore right on his right hip. Sends Martin into motion, throws him back out on kind of zigzag. Cuts back upfield, makes one miss, pushes forward to the 46. Gain of 4 on the play, so it's still going to be 2nd and 16 for the Eagles.
So that's a play you want to draw up right there on first down, Coach, whenever you can get it 2nd and 6, but instead they're way backed up. So what you want to do right here is you kind of want to cut that yardage in half. Try and get it to 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 7 if you can.
Absolutely, I believe that is going a bunch of changes on the Eagle lineup. Finally brought in there by Daniel Forsman. Cooper Perry's going to be wide out to the left. Jason Strelinsky, one of his first actions here as the wing back. Going to toss it to Strelinsky. Strelinsky trying to get around that left side, and he's going to be pushed backwards for a loss of about 3.
Clay County saw that the whole entire way. And I don't know if it was a design where Perry could keep it right there, but if he had of, he would have had some green grass ahead of him. But now it's going to make it, what would you call that, 3rd and 18?
We'll call it 3rd and 18, yep, for your Eagles. And absolutely, it is going to be a little bit, you wanted to get 3rd and 8, and not a whole lot of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 18. But you're also on Clay County side of the field. So once again, if you can try and get part of it, maybe you can look for a 4th down from there. Snap goes to Kate Perry. There is a flag down.
It's going to be on the defense?
It is going to be offsides, the guy on the far right side.
So now, Coach Combs, why would they? I think it honestly helped because Clay County's right edge rusher, he had a great jump off the line of scrimmage. So I think it helped us ultimately, but I don't understand why the play was called dead right there.
I believe it's considered under the unabated the quarterback, if you will, that he had that free pass to it. I think once you commit past the ball, they pull it anyway, not just like when you get someone to jump on a snap. They just get into the area, they blow it dead. So I think it's just a different rule from high school to college or pro. All right, 3rd and 13. Perry takes a snap, looking over towards his right. Going to air it out in the middle as to Forsman. Forsman makes one man miss, push forward to the 32. And he did exactly what you're hoping to, Luke. He got it to at least give us a choice.
And now if you're Chad Perry right now, you're thinking of your best play call to get you 5 yards.
So it is 4th. We're going to call it 4th and about 3. Eagles right onto the line. Kay Perry will be under center. Colton Sizemore behind him. It's Martin and White on the 2 sides. White goes in motion. The Eagles trying to just track them all sides. There's 16 seconds left to go. They have a chance to communicate plays in. Looks like they will. Perry goes under center. Sends White in motion. Going to hand it to White. White turns it upfield to get inside the 30. This will be enough for F&M Bank first down. Down to the 21-yard line. And once again, the Eagles get behind the chains but are able to recover today.
That's a great job right there. They use their 3 downs. Really not in the way that you would want them to, but right there with the big catch by Forsman. And great blocking right there by the offensive line to allow White to have basically an untouched
Perry
3
right
yards.
back on the ball, takes a snap. Going to give it to, that is to Freeman. Aaron Freeman, he'll get about 2 on the play.
So I learned this from you, Coach Combs, how easy it is to move it from 40 to 40, but now when you're inside the red zone, the field is a whole lot more condensed.
The Eagles have gotten right inside the red zone now at the 19-yard line. Perry takes a snap, going to give it to Sizemore. Sizemore trying to push ahead. He might have gotten a yard on the push to the 18, but not a whole lot more. And you got to wonder, there's 2 snaps right away that pretty much just cost the 2 downs and gained 2 yards out of it. Now, Colton Sizemore thinks he wasn't down. He thought he was still up before the referees blew that dead.
And you really haven't wasted that much clock in these 2 snaps right now, and now 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 is Jaden Burns will check in with the play.
As we're just under the halfway mark in the 3rd quarter, 5:52. Eagles lead 7-0 and on a drive in the Clay County red zone.
I believe they've had the ball this entire quarter. As Kay Perry looks at the sideline, play clock down to 3. Timeout taken by the Eagles. We're going to take it with them with 5:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Westmoreland leads 7-0 over the Clay County Bulldogs. And now themselves in a spot. Perry will go under center. Kelleher goes in motion.
And looks like that one might come back 5.
It is going to come back 5 yards on Westmoreland. Once again, I think it's kind of the same thing, that his hand was on the ground. So they're going to push back 5, and that makes it back to 3rd and 13 for the Eagles, and a little bit tougher of a spot to be in at this point. It is going to be the smokestack formation. Aaron Freeman is the one in the back. This time, Nathan Kelleher does move from right to left. There's the snap. Hands it to Aaron Freeman. Aaron trying to find some room on the left side. Not a whole lot there. He'll get inside the 20. Pretty much back to where the penalty was in the first place.
So, Coach Combs, this is a choice you got to make right here. You're going to have it about a 38-yard field goal with your kicker, and I don't think they're going to do it. I think they are going.
There goes Jackson Stewart. They are going to kick it.
Now, this is a big play right there, Coach Combs.
So the Eagles are going to attempt a field goal to look to go up by 2 scores here. As Jackson Stewart, I believe you have it right, I believe we're going to make it closer to a 36-yard attempt on the left side, not quite the left hash, pretty center of the field. Snap is away, set, kick is up for Jackson, and it is
long enough.
Good! So with 4:46 to go, the Eagles stretch their lead to 2 scores, 10-0 over the Clay County Bulldogs on WHINradio.com. Jackson Stewart on the approach, and it's away. It's going to go this right side. Fielded there by Adams at the 12-yard line, cutting back towards the middle of the field. He's going to be spun around, still on his feet before he's finally gathered up. I see 32 and 11 there on the top. 32, of course, being Jackson Stewart, the kicker himself, and 11 being Cooper Perry. But a good gain for Clay County to get out to the 33-yard line.
So coaches will always tell you field position, field position, penalties, and special teams are 3 keys to the game. And right now, special teams-wise, a rare Westmoreland Eagles field goal, and it looked right down the middle, and it had plenty of distance to go for Jackson Stewart. So that's exactly what you want, Coach Combs. That's a drive to get you up 2 scores, and it bled almost 7.5 minutes off the clock.
A great combo for the Eagles. Adams takes the snap, going to hand off to Soto. Soto has a little bit of room, spins off of 1 tackle, tries to get away from Lilly, and he won't be able to do it. Grant Lilly with the tackle, gain of 5 for Soto and the Clay County Bulldogs. I'll tell you what, this Soto kid is something else. He is tough.
Yeah, so you would think with the Eagles only stacking 3 to 4 guys up on the line of scrimmage, you would think Clay County would try to attack the outside, but they just keep on going to the interior, and that combination of Stats, Sizemore, Borders, Lilly, Graves just keep on stopping them.
Snap to Adams, trying to roll out to his right, going to air it across the middle, is going to air it too far away from his receiver. Defended once again by Cade Perry.
And just like we said, he had to get that ball out faster than he would have liked to because of the pressure coming by this Eagles interior line.
The Eagles are really just saying, like, we're going to go quick. I mean, you start talking about Ryland Stats and Colton Sizemore and Ethan Graves and ones like that that are quick on that D-line and really making that Clay County defensive line work. So, we saw early when they put the Carson Borders and had Carson Borders basically occupied 2 bigs to make the other 3 guard 2. Right now, that looks to mostly be Ryland's role as he's over in this right side. There's the snap, looking towards his left. Going to throw it short, going to be complete. Breaks free out of the tackle by White. Going to be finally brought down by Kelleher and Cooper Perry. But Cooper White is down on the ground. Now he's getting up real quickly. It's probably nothing more than a cramp.
Yeah, he was grabbing his leg like it was a cramp from the very get-go.
As soon as we get a High Point Orthopedic Associates at Ascension St. Thomas report, we will pass along to you, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him back out here shortly. Clay County does get the first down on the play, all the way to the Westmoreland 41-yard line. 3:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Eagles lead 10-0. As Soto steps up to Adams' left. The ball is low. Adams has to get off the ground. Looking deep down the left sideline. Going to throw it, and it's going to be complete.
I think he was in. That looks like 2 feet. Right down, a beautiful over-the-shoulder throw, and the Eagles brought some pressure right there, too, by the interior. Martin coming up inside, and the offensive line held for Clay County, and that was a beautiful pass, Coach Holmes.
They threw it right on that sideline. I mean, it's a question about whether he was in or not. One could debate it, but, man, it was awful close. He was the only one that's going to be able to get that reception. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for Clay County. Their most serious drive of the game, as they are just outside the goal-to-go spot. Adams takes snap. It is low again. Hands it to Soto. Soto tries to get that right side. Bounces off a couple Eagle defenders towards the goal line. He is going to be short. The question is, did he get enough for a 1st down?
And Clay County trying to speed this one up. And when you said he was tough and you bounced off the tackles, you're right. The Eagles were just hitting him, and he was bouncing off of them. And the low snap, I think it actually helped Clay County because I think they were going after the quarterback and the fumble that they thought, and that left a hole open for Soto to go right up through the A-gap.
So they are going to call it a 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1, maybe 2-yard line for Clay County. Adams in the pistol, puts Soto on his right hip. There's snap, hands it to Soto. Soto's going to be met in the backfield, but I think he got in anyway. What a run there by Soto, and it's going to put Clay County on the board. 10-6 pending this extra point.
So that was all made possible. There was 3rd and 8. The Eagles sent the blitz, and the connection to Adams down the sideline right there in a tight space, and that allowed 2 plays later rather, for Soto to punch it in.
There is an Eagle down as athletic trainer Rachel Hester is on her way out to check on him. Looks like it is a cramp as well. I hadn't seen a number yet. I'm trying to count who's not here.
This is a big PAT. This is between a 3 and a 4-point swing right here. So we'll see.
So it is number 21 for Clay County. That is Manny Hernandez. Kick is up, and it is good. With that, Clay County gets back within 1 score. That field goal now standing really strong for the Eagles, leading 10-7 over Clay County on WHINradio.com. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center. Late 3rd quarter, 2:51 to play. Eagles lead 10-7 over the Clay County Bulldogs. Kick is away. It's a low line drive kick to be fielded by Daniel Forsman on the bounce. Trying to get up that sideline. Has the room to run down the sideline. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Eagles! Daniel Forsman with the kickoff return touchdown. His 2nd touchdown in 2 weeks for the senior.
Yeah, Coach Combs, cancel that read. Touchdown, Eagles. And he bobbled. He really did bobble the kickoff initially, and that worked out great for him. It allowed for the blocks to get set up, and he was untouched on the right side.
Absolutely. Touchdown run on the kickoff return by Daniel Forsman. Once again, he has scored on interception return in week 1 against Macon County, and now on the kickoff. Jackson Stewart ready to kick this one away. Once again, I think I said it, but I'm not sure if I did. I'm going to make sure I cover myself. That is a Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles. And I'll do the Trevecca Nazarene read after this point-after attempt by Jackson Stewart. Snap, set, kick is up, low line drive, but it's through. And with that, with 2:39 to go, the Eagles take a 17-7 lead over the Clay County Bulldogs. It's going to be tough. We'll have to come up with something. We still got a quarter plus 2 minutes and 39 seconds to decide it. But your Eagles lead 17-7. And once again, all 3 of those that you mentioned have all contributed points at this point in it. Jackson Stewart ready to kick this one away. A ball on the right hash. And on the approach is a squib kick. Bounces and is loose. Clay County is going to dive on it. They're going to be at their own 36-yard line. So you're seeing all sorts of odd, I'll say odd, just because I don't know a better word for it, for Stewart. He's had one that kicked over his head on the other side. We've had squib kicks. We've had line drive kicks. He is keeping Clay County on their toes with all sorts of options to prepare for.
He is, and Coach Combs, when the clock was at 4:30, there was 0 points scored in this half, and now there's been 17 in a little under 2 minutes.
It was. I remember we held that drive for nearly up to 4:30 with that field goal, and now it's been 2:39, and we've had 2 touchdowns scored since. Nate Adams takes the snap, rolling out towards his left. Going to air it out down that sideline. Has a man. This one's complete. Makes Cade Perry miss. He is going down the sideline, and no Eagles are going to catch him, and we got another touchdown.
What is happening?
Right off the bat. And we are now at 17-13, pending an extra point.
This is a firework-filled second quarter, and if ESPN was here, that move right there would be on SportsCenter. That might have been the nastiest juke move I've ever saw.
It was a pretty good move. It got past Cade Perry, which you don't see very often. And Manny Hernandez will step back on to kick this extra point for Clay County. Snap is away, kick is up, and it is a low line drive, but it is good. With that, with another score inside this stretch of time we've had, the Clay County Bulldogs get back within 3, 17-14, here on WHINradio.com. Jackson Stewart had a field goal at about 4:38 left to go in this third quarter, and the Eagles had drained that clock to that point. They had 1 possession. It is now 2:27, 2 minutes and 11 seconds later, and we have had 2 touchdowns to match.
And we'll see if we get a third right here.
They're going nowhere near Daniel Forsman this time. This time they're going to go with Forsman. Oh, what a block by Forsman that time.
Good
Freeman trying to get loose. He'll finally get brought down from behind by 27, but oh, goodness, what a block by Daniel Forsman.
I don't know if our viewers can hear it, but we heard the crack of those pads, and it was loud up here.
Oh, my. So it is a now first down for the Eagles at their own 27-yard line.
Have we ever awarded a player of the game 2 weeks in a row?
I don't know. I think usually we try and avoid it, but he's making it hard. That's for sure at this point. So Eagle offense steps back up. Cade Perry going to go under center. He's got Andy Duffer and Cooper White behind him. Perry takes a snap, hands it to Cooper White. Cooper tries to push himself forward. And once again, it seems like every time Cooper White has the football, he is tackled by 3 white Bulldogs.
And you said it perfectly right there. The interior 3 just pushed right in on Carson Borders. And that's where Cooper White, that was the design where he was going to run behind right there. And they stopped him in the backfield. Well, they're going to say he got, what, a half a yard off of that?
Got about a yard. We'll give it credit for a yard here.
So 2nd and 9, and the last long developed Eagles drive, they were set back by a couple of penalties that they were able to work their way through. So we know that the Eagles can deal with this 2nd and long, 3rd and long to go.
2nd and 9, they did convert 2 long 3rd downs last possession. I'd rather not get back into it if we could. The pitch is low, picked up by Cooper White. We're going to credit that as a fumble as the pitch was low. Cooper White saved the day for the Eagles, picking the ball up off the ground.
He did. Clay County was too focused on stopping Cooper White. I don't think they realized the ball was on the ground. So
it's 3rd and 9. 1 minute left to go in this third quarter. Once again, this third quarter has been exciting, especially the last 4.5 minutes.
We'll see what
as the Eagles lead 17-14.
We'll see what Coach Perry dials up here. I would like to see that play that they hit Jaden Burns on the deep fade last time, the fake screen.
Cade Perry in the shotgun. He's got Colton Sizemore right beside him. Go from his left hip to his right hip. There's the snap. Going to fake it to Colton Sizemore. And they are in the backfield. And I believe get a sack on Cade Perry. And it'll be 4th down and long.
So Stewart's going to come on to punt. And the Eagles, who only lead by 3 right now, they're going to give it back. But I think we'll probably wait until the 4th quarter to do so.
I believe so. So as we're waiting here, once again, we're keeping track. Time is going to run out in this quarter, so we'll get an extra moment here. As Lucas, you're going to hand this off to Robin. We're still awaiting your TCU Stanford pick tonight. Right now, Coach Spears and I are both at 2.5 points.
So Stanford was a 9 underdog.
Yep.
So we'll see how they do against TCU, but I'm going to go ahead and get mine off before I hand the headset back over to Coach Spears. My strategy is take big points now, and that's why I'm going to go with Fresno State, the 21-point underdog, to knock off the reigning national champion.
And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as Jackson Stewart is going to get ready to punt this one away after the sack on Cade Perry. So Jackson is standing on his own 15-yard line, going right to left here from our view in the home press box. Stewart takes a kick and is away. Low line drive, bounces at the 45, high bounce, and they're going to take an eagle bounce all the way to the 38-yard line, where Clay County will start their next possession. And so, Coach Spears, you heard the chaos.
That's right. That's right.
Of the defending national champs losing here in week 1 to Fresno State.
Yes, I heard that.
So
yes.
you and I both got a 2.5-point win this weekend.
That's right.
What are some thoughts you have for this week?
There's a lot of meat on the bone. I'll tell you right now, I'm leaning heavily toward a USC home upset against LSU. I think that has a lot. USC is going to make a big stride in the right direction this year. That's what I'm looking at. Really like Nevada. Nevada got the chance to play last week, so they may come out.
Nate Adams in the shotgun is going to hand it to Soda. Ball's loose on the field. The Eagles dive on it, and it is Cooper White that comes out with it. Fumble recovery for the Eagles. And they get the ball back on the Clay County side of the field.
Hey, I tell you right here, what do we say in the open? Like, this is a game of wildness and chances. Like, who knows what's going to happen next? That was a lot of fireworks right there in the third quarter. We got the witness, and let's see what the fourth quarter's got in store. It's a game of wild plays every time these two teams get together.
Absolutely, and this game has lived up to every bit of that. Ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Now I think Nevada has a chance they got a chance to play last week and get stuff together. They're playing a Troy team it's coming off in the end of their first game. They may have a chance to pull an upset.
Perry sends Martin in motion. Perry's going to keep it, go right up the middle, and he is going to be tackled at the 31-yard line. We'll give it a credit of about 4 for the senior quarterback, excuse me.
Real important drive right here. Still early in the fourth quarter. There's a lot of football left, but we're already in there on their side of the field. About 10 yards outside of the red zone. Good chance, work this clock, be methodical, execute right here, take care of the football. And even if you don't get points, but you can put the ball deep in Clay County territory, put yourself in a good chance to win this game, whether you win it on offense or defense or both.
Absolutely. So 2nd and 6. Perry's going to go under center, wing T formation. Grant Lilly in the back. Martin goes in motion. The ball's going to go to Martin. Martin trying to get around that left side. He's wrapped around the hips, but he'll keep pushing forward. Gain of 3, it looks on the play. And so it's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and we'll call it 2.
Get a good push up front right there again. We've had a couple explosive plays when we need them, but hey, right here the situation is 4-minute offense. Let's make sure we're moving the football in a positive direction. And, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, we'll take it. It might actually be a good thing if this drive right here takes 10 plays instead of 3.
Absolutely, the Eagles will take that. They'll take another 7.5-minute drive if they can. Probably won't get there at this point, but a good drive from up short as we're nearing 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. K. Perry sends Martin into motion. Ball goes to Martin. Martin dives through the hole on the left side. He'll get enough for a first down all the way to the 21-yard line. And that is another F&M Bank first down for the Eagles.
I will say this, we're 3.75, a little over 3/4 into this football game, and our legs look good. I thought this time last week our legs were starting to bark a little bit. We kind of lost some steam and was having a tough time staying fresh. Part of that could have been the heat. Part of that could just be having a game under your belt. Our legs look good right here.
Kerry Perry's going to go into center. It's kind of that smokestack look again. Colton Sizemore, Grant Lilly ahead of Cooper White. This time Cooper cuts right up the middle, has a little bit of room for once. He'll get inside the 10. It'll be awful close to an F&M Bank first down. I believe they're going to give it to him. It is F&M Bank first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles. Great run by Cooper White. That's some of the probably the most freedom he's had in quite a while.
Absolutely.
Here tonight.
He's had to earn just about every yard he's gotten tonight.
So it's on the 9-yard line. First and goal, as long as you can possibly go with it. Let's go! Burns checks in. He's going to be wide to the left. Smokestack formation. Perry takes it, goes to White. White tries to bounce off the lineman. Not a whole lot of room to run. Keeps spinning forward. He probably got 2 yards on the spin, but not much more than that.
Hey, that's what we said, though. Right here, all we care about is just positive yards. Keep the line moving, keep the chains moving. Let that clock tick, tick, tick.
And keep that clock moving down at 8:40 now and rolling.
We put 7 more points on the board right here. We go up 10 under 6 minutes to go. I like our chances.
Eagles being very deliberate right now. 25 seconds left in the play clock.
That's a sign of a veteran team right there, Coach. Knowing the situation, knowing where they're at in the game, where they're at on the field. No reason to snap this ball with more than 10 seconds on the play clock.
Smokestack, same look. Perry takes it, fakes it to White. Try and roll to his left. Not a whole lot of room there to run. He will push forward. He'll get to about the 7 before he is brought down. And now it's 3rd down and about 7.
Even more right there, Coach, is he stayed in bounds. That clock's going to keep moving right here. I don't know if it's on purpose on his part or just the tackle was made in bounds. But he stayed in bounds. That clock's going to keep rolling. We're going to get this ball in the end zone right here, one way or the other, under 7 minutes left on the clock. Same thing. We're 20 seconds on the play clock, and we're still in the huddle.
Starting to break out of it right now. Once again, same formation with Lilly and Sizemore ahead of White. 3rd down and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Perry takes it. This one goes to White. Has a little bit of crease on the right side. Pushes forward. He's going to get to about the 1, maybe the 2.
That's okay. That's okay. We're 4 down territory anyway. We knew that. We started this sequence 1st and goal at the 9. So we were 4 plays in the very beginning.
4th down. Ball, we're going to credit it at the 1. Eagle fans getting loud. They know what a score here means. As you mentioned earlier, it puts in 2 scores with right about 6.5 minutes to go.
How big is that field goal we kicked a while ago? We don't kick a lot of field goals around here. He put that 35-yarder in, and that makes this drive right here all the more interesting.
And it looks like the Eagles are going to wait and hold on to a timeout here. Let that clock go. I'm a little surprised. It's going to be their 2nd timeout used. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center. And folks, if you're just now joining us, where have you been? It is 4th down and 1 to go. Eagles lead 17-14. 6:35 left to go in the game.
This might be the play of the game right here. We could put this thing away or leave them in it. It's going to come down to this 1 yard.
Smokestack, Perry under center. Sizemore and Lilly ahead of Cooper White. Perry takes a snap, goes to White. White pushes forward. Ball's loose. And on the fumble, Clay County recovers it. And they're going to get the ball back with 3 seconds to go. Now, we can hope for one of these right now. I do have some reasons we still got to get in all this action we've got going on. That this season, Slim Chickens again sponsors all quarterback sacks made by your Eagles on the WHIN Broadcast Network. After tonight's game, be sure and stop by Slim Chickens for a sack full of the best hand-breaded tenders, perfect wings, sandwiches, or wraps. Oh, goodness. Does that sound good? You can't go wrong with a sack of great food from Slim Chickens. Don't forget the Slim's app. Download it now for all kinds of great rewards in Hendersonville and Mount Juliet. So Clay County is going to start backed up, but they would rather this than be up down 2 scores. And so they are 1st and 10. We're going to credit from the 3-yard line.
Interesting.
Adams takes a snap, going to hand it to Soto, trying to get around that outside, cuts back upfield. Not a whole lot of gain.
Hey, interesting to note right here, Coach Jeff. They have put Hunter Gray into the ball game. He is in. He has checked in. That was his first snap at linebacker. He told me in the hallway today. He said, "Oh, don't play me if they need me." Well, they need him right here. They got to hold these guys for 97 yards under 6 minutes and put a cap on this game. We played well offensively tonight, but we're going to try to win this one on defense.
Absolutely, it is 2nd and 10, and that is to show you. I bet you Hunter was begging on the sideline for the last quarter.
Oh, he's been pacing like a nervous cat up and down the whole time. He's been begging. This is the chance right here to put this game away.
So he's that middle linebacker for the Eagles. Front line is Borders, Sizemore, and Stats. Snap goes, handed off inside, tries to get upfield. He's going to be tackled from behind by Martin, finished off by Hunter Gray.
He just had a pulling guard meet him in the hole, and he pancaked the guard and then helped make the assist on the tackle. Hey, one thing right here is he's got fresh legs. He's setting watch for 3.5 quarters. I wouldn't want to be the one trying to block him right here.
So he's 3rd and 7. Cade Perry and Daniel Forsman begging for the Westmoreland fans to stand up and cheer, and he's getting some action here. It is 3rd and 7 as Clay County breaks the huddle. 5-10. 3 wide to the right for Clay County. Adams in the shotgun, takes the snap, ball is low. He does pick it up, looking across the middle. It's going to be complete to Adams. And that's going to be enough for a first down. That's the number 1, Nolan Adams. They have 4 of them.
The Adams family is big in Clay County, Coach.
So it is going to be a first down for Clay County. 1st and 10 now at the 18-yard line. 4:45 left to go.
Be interesting to know here, we hadn't got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I feel like defensively our concept has been to keep him contained in the pocket. This might be a time to dial up some pressure. He's kind of gotten the chance to throw the ball wherever he wants to tonight. This might be a chance to put a little heat on him and see if he can stand up to it.
Adams in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to turn and fake the handoff, rolling towards his right. It is passing.
There we go.
Incomplete.
There we go.
Broken up by Daniel Forsman. Great job coming off his man and finding the ball and dislodging it from the receiver. Another great play by the senior defensive back.
I ain't going to say I called it. We'll say Coach Ryan Harris called it, but that's exactly what happened right there. He dialed up Andy Duffer coming off the weak side, and he was in the quarterback's face in the very beginning. Made him throw the ball early. Wasn't quite on target. It was a little bit above the receiver's head. He had a tough time trying to come down with it. Got an incomplete pass. I say we dial it up again right here.
And see Matt Martin now asking, the fans are starting to really stand up here on this home side. Great crowd tonight for the Eagles. Adams in the shotgun. He puts Soto on his right hip, 2 wide to the left. Has 1 in motion. Going to keep it, going to come back down with it. Kind of flicked it on the way down. Adams trying to work his way backfield. Has Cooper White to beat. Cooper White's going to bring him back in. They're going to lateral it back to Adams. And they call the play dead. I don't know. I was having fun calling that one, Robin. I don't know about you.
I'm still kind of baffled by what happened. I'm not sure the play was ever dead.
I don't think it was.
That was almost like an inadvertent whistle in basketball. I think are they going to say forward progress was stopped?
I guess they are. Either way, we'll take it as a big loss for Clay County. It's going to be 3rd, and we're going to call it about 19 for the Clay County Bulldogs. 3 receivers wide to the right. They have loved kind of camping in the middle of the Westmoreland zone. Let's see if they look to get that spot again. As Nate Adams takes a snap, looking towards his right, coming back this direction. Lilly on the chase, and he's going to force him to throw it away. Grant Lilly and Carson Borders are closing in fast.
Once again, he had the post route up the middle. He had the seam route while it was open. He looked at it, hesitated, didn't throw it. That might be because of the interception he got on that same play earlier. But that time, the difference in earlier and this time is we had pressure coming in high up the middle.
4th down.
You got to punt the
Clay
ball
County.
You still got all 3 timeouts, 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go. You're deep in your own end zone, or deep in your own territory right here. The punter's going to be standing what looks like 2 yards deep in his own end zone. You got to punt this football.
Clay is going to punt it. It was going to be Aaron Freeman back to the return, and Cooper White says, "No, sir, young man. I'm going to return this one." He is standing at the Clay County 40. Snap is away. It's high. Kick is up. It is a spiral kick. Good kick. White's going to take it to the 48-yard line. Trying to cut up field. He's going to be tackled at the 42-yard line. All right, so we got a little bit of break here. You got your pick. You got to give me one.
I got it. I got you. I'm torn. I feel like I'm going to pick the wrong one. I'm going to come in next week and be really upset about it. There's been 2 games. I had a list of about 5 or 6. I had to cut it down. There's been 2 games that stood out to me all week. Little birdie said to me, I got to roll with the Trojans. Okay, the USC Trojans, I'm not saying they're back. I'm not saying Pete Carroll just walked back into the locker room. But I think with the players they have returning, quarterback they've got returning, and all the pieces that LSU lost, including their first-round draft pick quarterback, I think this is an upset in the making at home. I think USC 4.5-point dogs. I think they pull it out.
LSU 4 point as of right now on ESPN. K. Perry takes the snap, hands it off. It is going to be a loss on the play on Matthew Martin. Clay County will take a timeout. We'll take it with them, and then I'll reveal my pick here. Don't go away. Eagles lead 17-14, 3:11 to go with the ball and trying to run this clock out. Let's see what happens on WHINradio.com. 2nd and 13 for the Eagles, 3:11. Kay's going to go under center. Sends Martin in motion, going to hand it to Andy Duffer, is going to cruise to the middle of it. Keep pushing forward. The sophomore keeps plowing ahead. He's going to get awful close. He's going to get to the 34-yard line.
Tough, strong run right there by Andy Duffer. One of only a few carries he's had tonight, but they saved that for the right time. He was a bulldozer right up the middle, and he was not going to come down. Picked up what? Looks like 11
about 10
yards.
or 11.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 now.
They're not calling a timeout because they realize they burn one right here and they pick up the first down and it's over. At least they still got 2 chances to stop it. This might be the game right here. We get this first down and we might just be a few snaps away from calling this one a win.
So it's 3rd and 2. You do need the first down. It's 2:20 to go. Perry sends White into motion. Hands it to Duffer. Duffer's going to push forward. He's going to get inside the 30. And yes, folks, to the 29 is enough for an F&M Bank first down for your Eagles.
He didn't get it on the initial contact, but one guy was not going to bring Andy Duffer down. It took 2 of them. By the time the 2 got him to the ground, he had 4 yards. All he needed was 2.
First down, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Clock is still rolling at 1:50.
Hey, I can't say enough the night and day difference from last week to this week. We look fresh right here, Coach. I know winning keeps you excited and you're on adrenaline, but our legs look fresh. We look like we still got a lot of life in our body right here, and we're getting some things out of these boys we wasn't getting last week. It's good to see.
Kay going under center. He's got Colton Sizemore in the back. Barton and White are the 2 wings in the wing T formation. Ball goes to Sizemore. Sizemore is going to keep plowing himself ahead. He'll probably get about 7 on that play.
Hey, we're a first down away right here.
And timeout taken by Clay County right away. All right. As the timeout, Eagles lead 17-14, 1:22. Kind of one of the last-ditch efforts. They get it first down here. We're going to pull this one away. 2nd and 4 now. Eagles once again needing a first down.
Come on, guys. Let's get this 4 yards right here.
Sizemore is in the back. White and Martin are the 2 wings. This one goes to Sizemore. Sizemore tries to push ahead. He's going to be pushed backwards.
So they got one time.
After a gain of about 2 or 3 yards, Clay County will take a timeout.
One timeout left. They use it here. Again, looks like the game plan is you're going to stop us. You're going to stop us from winning this game. You're going to have to tackle our fullbacks, and they've been giving it to Sizemore, giving it to Duffer, and it's been 3 yards in a cloud of dust every time they've touched the ball.
Wingbacks are Martin and White. It is 3rd and 3.
This is the ball game right here. Pick up this first down, and we're going to the house. They get a stop. We got to play one more round of defense.
Martin goes in motion. Ball goes to Duffer. Duffer keeps pushing forward. Pushing. He'll get to the 16.
He's got to have it.
And yes, that is enough for another F&M Bank first down and should close out the game for your Westmoreland Eagles. Don't forget, Pony Mailbox and Business Center in Gallatin and Hendersonville proudly sponsors our season-long post-game wrap-up. Pony Mailbox and Business Center is your go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. So stay with us right after the game for highlights and a look ahead. PonyMailboxCenter.com.
It's a good sign when the coaches leave the press box and the clock's rolling.
Absolutely. It's always it could be good or bad sometimes.
Well, we're going good tonight.
K. Perry's going to take the snap, take a couple steps back, and kneel down. And that's going to be all that's necessary. That clock's going to run out. Westmoreland in their home opener of the 2024 season gets back to 500 with the big win over Clay County, 17-14. What a game, what a day, what a team.
Hey, if you were nice enough to drive out tonight and support these guys, you got your $8 worth, that's for sure. It was a heck of a game to watch. Hey, it's no different. We talked about it all night long. When these 2 guys get together, these 2 teams get together, there's nothing on the line but pride and a W, and these guys make the most of it every night. It's a fun game to watch every year.
Absolutely. Don't forget, we're going to have our Pony Mailbox post-game wrap-up here shortly with the Ingram Player of the Game.